Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Touch Base Tuesday. I'm Michael Cooper with Parkway Church in the beautiful city of Madison, Mississippi. Recently, our assistant pastor spoke on Thursday Thoughts about a made-up mind. The following Wednesday, a young lady gets up and she does the testimony and the decree at our church. And she uses the scripture out of Psalms 108 when it says, "O God, my heart is fixed. I will sing and give praise even with my glory." And immediately when I was sitting there and I was listening to her, as soon as she said that, the word fixed just jumped out at me. And I got to thinking about mortgages. And you know, one of the big things right now is the housing. And a lot of people, the reason why the housing market is so hot is because the interest rates are so low. And there's a thing called fixed rate. That means that you can lock in a rate, a low interest rate, and it could be 15 years or it could be 30 years. But that rate will stay the same. But then again, there's another one that not too many people are doing. If they do, they take an extreme risk, and that's a variable rate. And that rate, it could go up and just keep climbing, and you can't say anything about it. But again, what I want to talk to you today about is about us. In the scripture, in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, in verse number 58, he said, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be you steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord." First thing I want to talk to you about is the word steadfast. And that means that there's nothing that is going to persuade you any different. And I'm speaking to the Christian today. I'm talking to people that are living for God, because there are many things that are trying to persuade us differently. But like that fixed rate is that's something that's locked in. But there is consequences though. If you sign that contract and you are not making your payments, there's penalties that come. And not only penalties, but if you just fail to start making the note, then that contract is void and they actually will repossess that house regardless of what type of interest that you got locked in. So what am I trying to say to you today is that there are penalties when we are not steadfast, when we are not firm, when we are not stable, when we are not established. Those things that can persuade us and be tempted us to go away from the things that we know what we're supposed to do. I want to leave with something today with you, and it's in a song that our choir sings. It's by Hezekiah Walker, and the song is called "I'm Sold Out." And one of the parts of that song, it said, "My heart is fixed, my mind's made up, there's no room, no vacancies, I'm all filled up. His Spirit lives in me, and that's the reason I'm sold out." And that's what, again, I wanted to touch base with you today, is make up your mind. Make sure that you are fixed and that there's nothing that's going to knock you off course, because we have got a course that we're taking, and we are heading toward that direction. And I want to make heaven my goal, and I pray that you do as well. God bless you, and we will see you next week.